Best Buy is one of the most trusted retailers in the US, especially when it comes to gaming PCs. So if you are looking for the best pre-built PC for your budget and needs, then you came to the right place. I'll show you 5 different gaming PCs for 1080p, 1440p and 4K resolution gaming, and on top of that I will tell you the exact performance that you can expect in different games with each system. You will find the link to these PCs down below in the video description with the latest pricing and availability. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. With the first PC, we have the cheapest one on the list, and this one is going to be the perfect one for you if you just want a starting PC for 1080p resolution gaming. This PC from MSI has the RTX 4060, which will allow you to play basically any game at 1080p resolution, high to ultra settings with no issues. In fact, at 1080p, you can expect over 90 FPS on average in high demanding games, high to ultra settings. And if you want to play esports games, here you get an i5-14400F, which is a very good CPU for esports games, so you can expect well over 240 plus FPS at 1080p competitive settings in games like Valorant, Fortnite, CS2, Rocket League and games of that nature. Here you also get a 1TB SSD, which is enough storage, and you get 16 gigs of RAM. In my opinion, the aesthetic of this system is actually pretty nice, and as I said before, it's the cheapest PC here, going for around 850 bucks. So for under 1000 USD, you are getting a very complete gaming system for 1080p resolution. However, if you want more performance or you want to jump up to 1440p, here you have the best value gaming PC from Best Buy. This is the Cyber Power PC Gamer Extreme, and it has the Intel Arc B580. Now, this graphics card has 12 gigs of VRAM, so it's going to be perfect for 1080p, very high FPS, and you can also use it for 1440p resolution without any issues. In my opinion, this PC is the best value one because in terms of price to performance is really good. It's not as expensive as other PCs that I'm going to be mentioning today, and even though it's not the cheapest one, it's definitely really good when it comes to performance, especially when it comes to 1440p high to ultra settings, where you can expect very decent frame rates even in high demanding games. If you want to play esports games, well, here you get the same CPU as before. So again, you can expect over 240 plus FPS on average competitive settings in esports shooters at 1080p resolution and over 165 plus FPS at 1440p. So feel free to go with a 1440p, 165Hz or even 240Hz monitor. However, here you get 2TB of Gen 4 SSD instead of 1TB, so you get plenty of storage to install a bunch of games. The total price for this system by the time of filming is under 1200 USD. Now the next PC is a high-end system, and it's going to be perfect for you if you want to play at 1440p high FPS or if you want to play at 4K resolution. This is the Gamer Supreme Gaming Desktop, and it has the newest RX 9070 XT graphics card. By the way, this is the fastest GPU from AMD, so you're getting top tier hardware inside of this system, and not only because of the graphics card, but here you get a Ryzen 7 7800X3D CPU, which is one of the fastest CPUs for gaming in the entire market. So in terms of gaming performance, trust me, you will be more than happy with the level of performance that you are getting. At 1440p high to ultra settings in high demanding games, you can expect around 130 plus FPS on average, which is an insane number considering that we are talking about high to ultra settings in high demanding games. Now, if you play esports shooters, since you get one of the fastest CPUs in the market, you can expect well over 360 plus FPS at both 1440p and 4K competitive settings. So feel free to max out any monitor refresh rate if you want to compete in these type of games. Here you get 2TB of SSD, so plenty of storage, and you get 32 gigs of RAM, which is going to be perfect not only for gaming but also for content creation and productivity work. Now, since you get the fastest graphics card from AMD, you also get a much more improved level of ray tracing performance in case you want to play at 1440p high demanding titles with ray tracing enabled, and you also get the newest form of FSR, which is the upscaling from AMD, which right now is much better than before. So if you play at 4K resolution and you want higher frame rates, feel free to turn on FSR because it's going to work amazingly well. Which, by the way, if you play at 4K resolution without any upscaling technology, you can expect around 80 FPS on average high to ultra settings in high demanding games, which is a very good number of frame rates because we are talking about high to ultra at 4K high demanding games. And then you can also get this exact same system, but instead of the RX 9070 XT graphics graphics card, you can get the Nvidia RTX 5070 Ti. So if you want to go with Nvidia instead because you prefer it that way, then getting this PC instead will be ideal for you. Now the 5070 Ti is also slightly faster than the AMD graphics card. It has a better level of ray tracing performance, and the upscaler in DLSS is also better than FSR. So you are getting a bit of a better graphics card compared to the AMD one, and it's also better when it comes to most content creation and productivity work applications. So it's a more complete graphics card. Just keep in mind that the gaming PC with the AMD graphics card is going for around $1,950 by the time of filming, so you can get it for under 2,000 USD, and the gaming PC with the Nvidia graphics card is going for around $2,180. So it's quite more expensive, but if you want to go with Nvidia, then you have to pay the premium. Also, remember that the pricing might be different when you're watching this video, so I do recommend you checking the latest pricing and availability from the links down in the video description. And last but not least, if you want a 4K Ultra gaming PC that can run any game that you want at 4K or a future-proof 1440p system, then the next PC is the perfect one for you in the Asus ROG G700. This one is perfect not only for gaming but also for content creation because you get an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor, which will be ideal for any task. And then for the graphics card, you get the Nvidia RTX 5080, which is designed for 4K Ultra settings. You can expect well over 90 FPS on average at 4K high to ultra in high demanding games, or even faster performance if you turn on DLSS. And then at 1440p, you can expect very high frame rates. So if you want a gaming PC that's ideal for 1440p right now and also for the future, this system will be ideal for you as well. And of course, you get 32 gigs of RAM and 2TB of SSD. So again, plenty of storage, and having 32 gigs of RAM will be perfect for content creation and productivity work as well. Now, the price is the highest out of every system I mentioned at around 2,600 USD, but it's also one of the cheapest PCs that I found in the entire market with the RTX 5080. If you have more money to spend and you don't care about money, you just want the best of the best in the RTX 5090, well, unfortunately Best Buy does not have 5090 systems in stock, so you will have to go to Amazon or other retailers. So down in the video description, I will leave bonus Prebuilt PCs from other retailers with the RTX 5090 and also at different price points in case you're open to buying from other retailers. Or you can go ahead and watch my video on the best Prebuilt PCs of the month overall. You can go ahead and watch it in the top right corner of the screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.